of its quality. And now we move on to the chocolate. This melting unit, whose shell is fed by boiling water, is like a double boiler and melts 1,500 kilos of chocolate in 12 hours at 40 degrees centigrade. The ready-to-be-filled plastic molds are placed onto a conveyor. Filling is done automatically. Liquid chocolate runs directly into the molds. This particular machine produces 400 hearts a minute. The hearts are filled with a concoction of chocolate, cream, and coffee, which has been brewed for several minutes. It takes 20 minutes for the chocolate to set as the molds move along on this 9-level conveyor. Well hardened, the hearts arrive at the unmolding point. The molds are turned over and a rod lightly taps them on the bottom to allow the chocolates to fall out without being broken. Here the chocolates fall out onto a sheet. As soon as they've been emptied, the molds return to the starting point on the line to be newly filled. During their transport on the line, the chocolates complete their cooling and hardening. Now they're going to be prepared for packaging. Packaging depends on customers' preferences. The chocolates can be sold in bulk or placed into boxes. Here, 185 hearts are put into each box. Like the pure chocolate, white chocolate comes in as slabs before melting. Milk chocolate is often delivered in the form of 3-centimeter pastilles. Some chocolates are hollow. They have to be molded in 2 halves. These chocolate bears need special decoration applied by hand before the pouring of liquid chocolate. This decoration is made of white chocolate to which a colorant is added. In just 1 hour, they will make 1,200 bears. They're made by joining 2 hollow chocolate halves. The assembly is done using a refrigerated rotating machine. This machine turns the molds a full 360 degrees on 2 axes and vibrates the chocolates to prevent the formation of air bubbles. The chocolates rotate for 5 minutes before being sent to the cooling conveyor, where they will remain for another 20-minute period. And now they're ready. At this point, the bears are unmolded and they head off for packaging. Each year, this company processes 500 tons of pure chocolate. Many thousands of products are made here using 400 different molds in a variety of sizes. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. Who hasn't heard that before? But how many of us, including physicians, really know how drug companies make pills? Medications are essential in the treatment of illnesses. It begins by a grinding process where the active ingredient in a tablet or pill is ground and mixed with a binding agent. The quantity of the ingredient needed to be ground is transported to the dryer in this container. Like all the other equipment, this container is made of stainless steel so as not to contaminate the product. The temperature of the dryer and the airflow are programmed with this interface. The granulation has to be dried at 40 or 50 degrees centigrade before being shaped into the desired tablet form. Molding of the pills is done by this press, which crushes the powder. The press exerts a pressure varying between 2 and 5 tons. Here's how the molding is done. The press magazine distributes the powder in molds made of steel discs. 2 stampers, one above and the other below, crush the powder and form the pill. Here the press operates at full capacity. It can produce 5,000 pills per minute. Quality testing is carried out on 5 pills every 15 minutes. Their hardness is verified with this apparatus, in which jaws crush it with a force varying between 2 and 20 kilopascals. The pills must now be coated so that they won't crumble. A coating solution made of water and coloring pigments is used. This is the coating unit. It can hold 160 kilos of pills. 3 plastic tubes, positioned at strategic points, will spray the solution onto the pills in motion. The quantity of dry pills to be coated is put into the unit. Then the door of the coating unit is carefully closed. A drum turns inside the unit, tumbling the pills. Then nozzles spray the solution in the form of a mist, which quickly dries, preventing the pills from sticking to one another. This spraying operation lasts 40 minutes. Here we can compare pills. On the left are those made only of powder, while on the right are the spray-coated ones. The finished pills move down a chute to enter a counter prior to filling bottles. They are lined up in grooves to make filling easier. The quantity of pills to be placed into bottles is controlled by this automated unit connected to the counter. In this instance, 500 pills are poured into each bottle. This plant also makes capsules, where the ingredient is not crushed, but encapsulated in a gelatin casing. The distributor places the 2 halves of the capsules in the proper position for filling, with the wider half situated above. The top and bottom portions of the capsule are separated. The lower half is then filled with powder. When well filled, the 2 halves of the capsule are joined together.